Hey guys, I know it's been forever since I vlogged. In fact, I said I was going to do it and then I didn't, so here it is. Okay, I don't know how much of this is mentioned, so I'm just gonna kind of go over it all again. My health problems are supposedly being caused by biotoxins or neurotoxins caused by certain types of mold. Now, the mold spores get into dust, which means anywhere that dust goes, there are mold spores. And cleaning your entire house, top to bottom, getting rid of all the dust is a huge thing. You don't realize how pervasive and just everywhere the stuff gets until you really need to get rid of it. So that's a really long process that we're going through right now. Could probably take another few months, I don't know. At least my room was done first, or was one of the first rooms to be done, so hopefully if I hang out in my room more, I'll be less exposed to the mold spores. So there's that. But then there's the whole thing about me. You know what? I was going to talk about how I don't really know. I fail at forming sentences. This is why I don't vlog. I was gonna talk about or mention how even if the house was completely toxin free and not making me sick and stuff, I still really wish I could move out just for my own sanity as an adult. I mean, I think I mentioned this before, but I went on a trip with my older brother a couple weeks ago, and we were gone for about a week. It was just the two of us, and if anything, that just showed me how much I really need to get out of this house. I am not the sort of person to just be content with being cooped up in the same house, not doing a whole lot except working on my computer. I'm pretty much constantly on my computer. And anyway, just being forced to live this sort of life is not easy. But of course the problem is I can't go anywhere. There's nowhere for me to go. I can't even begin to support myself financially, and my family cannot afford to house me somewhere else, so I'm pretty much stuck here until I can start making enough money to support myself, which I can't see happening if I'm still sick. So, you know, I was saying that I was going to say this but decided not to, and then I ended up saying it, so it's just confusing. Oh well. Anyway, like I said, or I'm sure I have said at some point, I mean, I have a great family, and if it wasn't for how, their support and how close I am to them, this would be even more difficult than it is. But because of how awesome they are, it's not like total emergency type of cabin fever. Yeah, I don't. Hopefully that made sense, because it didn't make much sense to me. Decided to not pretend that I'm not reading notes because it's just too hard. So yes, next note. Let's see, where was I? Okay. So the toxic house thing, that's going along, and the feeling trapped and confined and all that's still happening, but I'm coping fairly well, I think. And you know, making these YouTube videos does help with that. It just, I don't know why, it just does. So, and your support, of course. You know, I would be nowhere without, I mean, I don't know where I'd be. I'd be in a really bad place without support of family and friends and, you know, all my minions. So, thank you. Okay, there has been a lot of stuff going on in my family, and I'm not going to go into it, of course, because it involves other people. Since, you know, it's not my place to go talking about this sort of thing. The bottom line is our financial situation is kind of worse than it was, and because of that, I really want to do everything I can to try to build my channel and maybe start helping out the family a bit. I have monetized my account, but I haven't actually monetized any of my videos yet. Or no, I've enabled my account for monetization, but I need a bank account to actually start monetizing my videos. And I don't want to bother go doing that until I'm confident that, you know, I'll actually be able to. But what I have decided is I'm going to throw my pride aside and ask for help. And that is the one of the main reasons why I haven't asked any of these bigger YouTubers for help is because, I don't know, I just was too prideful to do that, to, you know, ask for charity. However, it's gotten to the point where that's kind of ridiculous because, I mean, it's ridiculous to let pride get in the way because it's not like this is for me. This is for my family. I feel like I need to help them. So, I'm definitely going to write some letters to a few of these YouTubers. I won't say who, in case they don't end up helping me, then, you know, I don't know, that'll make them look bad, but I'm pretty hopeful that, you know, at very least it'll get me some more views. I'm just going to ask them to mention my channel somewhere, either in a video of theirs or on Twitter or Tumblr or wherever they post stuff. You know, I'll leave that up to them, because any help would be really great, so I am pretty hopeful. Okay, there are two things I want to start doing in my vlogs. First is to give a shout out to someone who I think deserves more views, and the second is to ask a question of the vlog sort of thing, just, you know, to get you guys involved a little more. The first person I would like to give a shout out to is Sarah Vafidis. I'm sorry, I just don't know how to pronounce your name. But I'll put a link to her channel right there. She is a lovely lady from Australia, and she has videos showing her doll collection as well as her horses. And the reason I want to mention her and her channel is because although I've been told I no longer have Lyme disease, and that's if I ever actually had it, I still really relate to people who do have Lyme disease and other chronic illnesses. So I wanted to just support Sarah out a bit because She has Lyme disease, and apparently in Australia, they don't treat you for Lyme disease. It's very, very hard to get tested for it, much less treated for it. And I think she did finally find a doctor who is starting to treat her for it. But she has a very moving video that I will also put right there. It tells of her story with Lyme disease and the struggles she's gone through. So you guys go over to her channel and support her. Show her your love. Okay, I guess that's it. Forgot to ask the question. You know what? We'll do that next time. Goodbye.